Here we go.
Hey, it's Mike Grumbles and Kia Side here. I've been around the region and talking to agents, and their biggest obstacle with creating internet visibility for themselves and doing the blogging is just getting started. The first hurdle is turning the thing on and getting started. Do you think you could give them a couple of tips today, just 3 or 4 minutes worth of how to get something going so that they can actually start to take charge and get that internet visibility that they want and need?
Well, they need to stop thinking about it as a mountain. It's a molehill.
That's true.
Just go over it.
Yeah.
You can actually go over it. See, I keep telling agents, if I called you and asked you to give me information about that listing, would you send me an email?
Yeah, sure.
You would, right?
Yeah.
And would you write it?
Yes.
Would you try to give me a sense of what it feels to live in that area just so I can connect with you?
Do that all the time.
But that's a blog. Why is it that you, when you put it in your email, you think of it as an email?
Right.
And putting it on a blog, which is just another thing that looks like an email, by the way,
Yeah.
you think of it like this thing that you gotta be careful about.
Right.
You're telling a story, you're choosing to do it with either one person or multiple people.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. Just tell me a story. I know I was talking to George, and George says, what do you mean tell me a story? I'll give you one. Remember we talked about the bios?
Right. Yep.
Every agent's written one, right?
Exactly.
Why not blog your own bio? I'll give you a title. Mike Grumbles, real estate professional in Franklin, Tennessee. That's your title.
Sounds good.
And
Simple.
you've already written your bio, right? It looks like this, right?
Sure.
Copy that, paste it in Realtown, hit submit, you're done.
Good. So the first one's over.
The first one is over.
It was a molehill.
It's already written. You've already written your bio.
Right.
You need to expose yourself to the world. I mean, I've told most agents that the primary place to blog is Realtown. First of all, it's very easy
Yeah.
because they ask you only two things. The first one is, what's the title?
Mm-hmm.
Well, be clever. Make the title long enough and descriptive. Then you've already written this stuff in Microsoft Word or somewhere.
Right.
Copy it, paste it in Microsoft Word, go all the way to the bottom. It says submit or add entry. Click on that, you are done with that one. Now
Okay.
you're thinking, what happened to it?
Yeah.
It's like when you see you have this, with the email you send it and you think the other person is getting it.
Exactly.
See, when you post a blog on Realtown, Google is picking it up. It's doing it itself.
Right.
And that it picks it up, it ranks it.
Mm-hmm.
And the better you get at blogging more regularly, the more your ranking moves. That's it. There's nothing to it. So you're really writing, in a way, to Google, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
But if you're writing to Google and people are searching, you're writing for them.
Yeah.
So don't overthink it. Your first blog is this,
My bio.
your bio.
Yeah.
Very simple. You've already written it.
Yeah.
By the way, if you have not written a bio, you cannot blog. You cannot tell your story until you tell your own. So you must do that first. But let's talk about another blog. Do you know that agents, when they have a listing, they write that little description that they give the MLS?
Sure.
That's weak.
Right.
It really is weak. You know what's missing? Geographical points of interest and lifestyle.
Sure.
So just take the time and take that listing and try to create a description of where it's located in the subdivision, if it's a subdivision, neighborhood, city, how far is it? Let's say Franklin. Am I right? Franklin is about 20 minutes from Nashville?
Yes.
Okay, tell me that.
Right.
See, I know Nashville. If you tell me Franklin is next to Nashville, I have a point of reference.
Sure.
But see, what you've done, you've told Google where you work and what are you working near.
Right.
And then give me lifestyle. What is it like? You know, is there a golf course? Is there shopping? Is there any kind of stuff? Write that. Put a good title for it. 123 Main Street home for sale. That's a
Right,
good title.
exactly,
If
yeah.
it's by the way, it's only if it's 123 Main Street.
Exactly,
All right.
yeah.
I had somebody type in 123 Main Street and his was on the boulevard. I'm like, oh
Sure.
no, not literally. Use your imagination. Go at the end, hit submit. But before you hit submit, add your blog signature at the end. Remember when we wrote the bio, we talked about that blog signature, the condensed one?
Exactly.
Just add that at the end. It has a link to your website. It has your phone number. You are done.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to talk more than that. These are the only two things you should do.
Yeah,
You do these things, you get going.
So it really does come down to being as simple as sending emails to Google. But Google doesn't have an email address. They've got blog sites.
That's it. I like that.
Realtown's the first one you should get started
Yep.
on. So
That's
great.
the first one.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.